APR stands for the annual percentage rate, and it's a standard way to measure financial products all over the world. So for whatever kind of loan, whether it's a guarantor loan, peer-to-peer loan, payday loan, mortgage, savings account, the APR is used because it's a very easy way to compare financial products across a broad range. As the annual percentage rate, it refers to what the loan would cost as if you took it out for an entire year. So because something like a guarantor loan or a payday loan may only last a few months, the APR could seem like it's quite high, but this is because it's compounded as though you were taking it out for an entire year. The reason APR is used for guarantor loans is because it is a regulatory requirement, and it makes sense. Every lender and every comparison site needs to clearly state the APR, because then customers can very simply make a comparison, and therefore the APR needs to be mentioned not only on their website but also in any TV adverts, any banners, leaflets and documents, especially when the customer is filling out their final loan agreements online. It's important that the APR is there. The APR can be calculated in a number of ways, but one of the most simple ways is simply just to take the loan amount that you're looking to borrow, look at the interest rate, and then simply divide those by each other and times it by 100, and then boom, you have your APR. There are different types of APR. You have fixed and variable. Fixed means that the rate remains the same throughout the entire loan term. Variable means that it changes during the loan term, so it could cost you more or less depending on how long you have the loan for. And the lender will usually state this in their representative example, and it is important that you double check this before you go ahead. The representative example is usually included because, again, this is a regulatory requirement. Now, this is the APR that is offered to at least 51% of customers that are successfully funded. So even though your loan may be a bit longer, or it may be shorter, or you may borrow a certain amount and so forth, more or less that representative APR is what you should receive. The typical APR is not really used that much for guarantor loans, but it is used elsewhere, and it's the rate that is offered to at least 66% of customers that apply. So in addition to APR, when you're making comparisons of guarantor loans on our website, it's also worth looking at the representative example, because that really gives you an idea of how much you will be repaying and how it's broken into monthly or annual installments. In addition, you can look at the length of the loan, because this will also impact the APR. And also, if you can repay early, then you shouldn't actually be charged the full loan amount, and therefore your APR might be less, I should hope. So there we go. Hopefully that explains APR and guarantor loans a lot clearer.